All right, everybody, this is the big one back here at SDCC, San Diego Comic-Con 2017, in front of Hall H, and we're now talking about the Marvel panel, the big one, the one everybody waited overnight for, the one that this guy to my right over here slept in this very shoot, maybe. No. We don't know. Maybe on the ground. Yeah, suspend disbelief. You're here all night. The cockroaches were crawling up your jeans. The rats were eating your food. Come on, Gio. You earned this.
We lined up, just to kind of give you a glimpse, we had one of our people line up Friday at like 3 a.m. and we spent like a full...
Not Friday, you mean Thursday? Friday?
No, so Friday, 3 a.m., dude.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, so we had,
Oh.
And and if you're familiar with the wristbands, we got C wristbands.
Yeah.
So
last year we got D, I think.
Yeah, so we were still pretty far back.
So anyway, all this because the big one, the one everyone wants to come and see, the Marvel panel, the last one of the day. Let's talk about it. What happened?
So the first thing they showed us, they went straight into AntMan 2.
AntMan and the Wasp.
AntMan and the Wasp. They showed a bunch of concept art, but they did show a little bit of footage that they did have done. I think they're still at the very beginning stages. One of the things they showed us was Wasp, and she was really tiny, and she was flying around. So we finally got to see her costume. Very much like Ant-Man, yellow, silver. The other thing we got to see was actually Ant-Man, and he's actually growing in the film. They seem to be they seem to be focusing on him being giant in this one. Cool. They showed a very brief scene where there's busy traffic, and he's kind of peeking his head around one of the buildings, very tall. And that's pretty much all they showed us, and then they introduced us to a few of the new cast members.
Right on, awesome. And then we had after that,
they showed us more concept art of Captain Marvel.
Woo!
Yeah, and so there was a couple things. They showed us her costume. It's red and blue.
Shock.
Yeah, red and blue. Another thing they said that was going to take place in the 1990s.
All the way back to the 90s.
Yeah, so
scrunchies and jellies. Yeah, you know the 90s.
Yeah, taking place before the Captain Americas and stuff.
Right on. Not the Captain America. Yeah. That was 1940s.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. The timeline of things. This is probably the next.
Beforehand. And one of the things they also mentioned was Nick Fury was going to have 2 eyes.
So he loses it sometimes after this movie and between the Avengers movies.
Or he loses it during the movie.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, and
they're gonna fight.
Yeah, and then
for the first time.
And then they talked about mentioning the Skrulls.
Finally, the Skrulls, one of the biggest antagonists throughout all Marvel comic history. Finally.
Yeah, so they talked about them and how they're going to impact the films. There's a lot of them, and hopefully we'll see something really cool from them. Yeah.
Finally. No Mohawk.
No Mohawk.
You need the Mohawk, Feige. Come on, man. All right, what was next?
The next thing that we got to see a panel of Thor Ragnarok.
Cool. We saw the trailer released online. You can go check it out. But what did you guys get to see?
We got to see a small clip. It was an introduction to Jeff Goldblum's character and how Thor gets introduced after he's
Grandmaster.
Captured. Yeah, after he's captured, he gets introduced to the Grandmaster via a Willy Wonka-esque museum tour.
What?
Yeah,
that sounds ridiculous.
Willy Wonka music playing in the background, and they're showing him a bunch of holographic images of the Grandmaster and sort of his history of how he came to be, and all while Willy Wonka music is playing in the background. And then it gets to a point where he just starts screaming, and then it cuts immediately to him being in a room surrounded by people while he's screaming. So it's really funny. There's going to be a lot of comedy. If you're familiar with
definitely a Taika Waititi film. Right?
Yeah, so it's definitely, there's a lot of funny moments in this movie, and you'll see a lot of familiar characters from his movies in Thor Ragnarok.
Awesome.
And then they showed Taiki actually makes an appearance as a CG character. He voices one of the characters.
Rock character.
Yeah, he's a rock character. Korok, I think his name was, Korok. So he'll be in the film. He seems to be like a leader of a revolution type character. So that was fun.
Sweet. Moving on, Black Panther.
Yeah. So they showed us both a clip and a trailer, which I'm not really sure if they're going to release it online.
Haven't yet as of filming, so maybe.
So starting off with the clip that they showed us, they were entering a club-like bar area. It was 2 floors. And they were kind of keeping track of Andy Serkis's character. He was sort of making a business deal with...
Law.
Yeah, he was making a business deal with... with what's his name? Martin Freeman's character.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was making business deals, and he had some sort of... There was something... He was carrying a suitcase, and he was going to present it to him, and they were sort of making a sting operation. And Black Panther was there.
So it feels like a Cold War type movie almost.
No,
Like,
I wouldn't
everything's
say Cold
secretive?
War.
No?
No, I wouldn't say Cold War. It's very modernistic.
Okay.
And then they were kind of scouting the areas. He was with his two other characters, Lupita Nyong'o and Michonne.
Oh, yeah, from Walking Dead.
Yeah, so they were both there helping him out, and then hell breaks loose, and it all goes bad.
Gets her sword, chops him up now.
No, it goes bad, and they use a lot of their weaponry, and they start fighting a bunch of their goons,
Sure.
I guess, and then...
Action ensues.
Yeah, and then action
You see that
ensues,
title card when
basically.
they're doing a screening.
Yeah, and then it cut to the trailer, which showed a lot of car chase scenes, and there was a lot of that, and there was a lot of fighting in Wakanda.
Yeah. One of the greatest things about the trailer that dropped a few weeks ago is Wakanda actually looks like a very interesting city.
Yeah,
Probably the
very-
most interesting thing about the movie is Wakanda.
Yeah, and it's very futuristic, very tech-driven. And one of the things that actually they showed very at the end was, it was Michael B. Jordan and Black Panther fighting,
Yes.
and then we see Michael B. Jordan's character go into Gold Panther suit.
Whoa!
Yeah, so we see him fight Black Panther in a Gold Panther suit.
What?
And that was the
That
very
it's
end
gonna be weird.
of the trailer. So if
Awesome.
they do release that, you'll get to see that.
If not, you got a pretty good description right there.
Yeah.
All right, anything else, or is that about it?
No, they did show us one
Nothing
more
from
thing.
Infinity War?
Yes.
Did we get the trailer for the second time in a week?
Yeah, they did show us the Infinity War trailer, which is really cool. It's the one they showed at D23. So you've seen the descriptions online, but honestly, the descriptions don't do it
What's your
justice.
favorite part?
My favorite part was definitely it's very Guardians of the Galaxy influence. Like
Which
it's
is
very
a good
heavy.
thing. Good thing.
Yeah, it's very heavy, and a lot of it was I like the emotion that came from the characters. You get to see some of the characters actually like suffering. I mean, you saw like Spider-Man on the floor apologizing to Tony. There were at one point like Thor was getting his head crushed, and there was some snapping going on.
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome.
Iron Man was getting beat up at one
They're
point.
pretty much destroying like the
Yeah,
Avengers.
a lot of destruction. A lot of destruction.
And we got to see Thanos.
Yeah, of course. And it looks like Josh Brolin. Like,
Does it really?
Yeah, it really
Mocap?
does. Yeah.
Ah, good to see. I like when mocap is done right. That's
Yeah.
cool. Anybody from the panel, or that was it? They were just like, see you
Yeah,
guys.
it was. Yeah, that's it. They just
Okay.
had Thor, the ones from the panel that were actually there.
Overall, what do you think? Marvel compared to other years? Good year, bad year, somewhere in the middle?
They kind of toned it down this year. They didn't have much to promote, but they did show us what they have on their upcoming slate. So they didn't really perform as like a show.
We have D23 hangover. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. So, but overall, it was good. It was entertaining, but I did enjoy some of the other panels a little bit more than the Marvel. But it was definitely fun to see the trailer for myself and all the other stuff. That I'm really excited for Thor Ragnarok.
Quick, what was your favorite panel of the day? Go.
Probably the Ready Player One, Warner Brothers. That made me cry.
Yeah, you listen to that, Disney. Wasn't you this year. All right, everybody, that's it from Hall H. D20. This isn't D23. D23 was last week. This is everything from Hall H, San Diego Comic-Con 2017 here in San Diego, California. I'm tired. He's tired. We're going to get out of here. Please enjoy everything that we put on the website. Click all the videos that are happening in this general area right here. Watch them all. Share, like, and follow us on your favorite social media of choice at That Geek Show. Thanks again. We'll talk to you later.